Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Young here and welcome to another Batman Arkham Origins news update. The following information comes courtesy of website IGN, which has managed to learn more information about the new Batman game. Before you proceed, I do recommend you watch my previous Arkham Origins news update, which talks about the official announcement of the game and everything that has been revealed thus far. Anyways, without further ado, let's dive right into it. Right off the bat, no pun intended, the plot of the game is given a bit more context. As noted in my previous video, in Arkham Origins, Batman is being pursued by 8 assassins, one of them being Deathstroke, aka Slade. IGN has managed to learn that the Black Mask is the villain responsible for putting the bounty on Batman's head, although the reason behind such actions still remains a mystery. Speaking of villains, because the game explores Batman's younger days, expect to see familiar villains from the previous 2 games in a much younger and healthier state. IGN's article specifically talks about the Penguin, who didn't always have a crippled eye. Also, expect to see familiar allies such as the Gotham City Police Department, particularly a young Captain Jim Gordon. Now, since the game does take place during a time in which this mysterious entity known as the Batman is just beginning to gain public attention, Gordon and the police will all have a more alert, skeptical, and hostile attitude towards Batman. The article also talks a bit about gameplay. For many, one major concern is that the game is now being developed by an in-house studio from Warner Bros. Games Montreal, rather than by Rocksteady Studios. Fortunately, the new studio won't be trying to reinvent the foundation of the game. Exploration, navigation, and combat will all feel familiar to fans of the previous 2 games. In fact, the Montreal studio is actually consulting Rocksteady when it comes to the technical aspects of the game. Creatively, however, the Montreal studio is doing its own thing. What the team will do to differentiate itself is to establish a new, compelling origin story with an all-new setting for players to explore, Gotham City itself. Alongside Gotham City, players will have access to an island called New Gotham. Combine the old Gotham and the new Gotham, and according to the developers, gamers will experience a game twice the size of Arkham City. Now, of course, this increase in size may raise some concerns about the tediousness of traversing the city. Fortunately, Montreal Studio will be adding a fast travel feature through Batman's Batwing. Players won't be piloting it, but they will be using it to traverse the city much quicker than ever before, eliminating the tedium of having to run and glide from one end of the city to the other. Now, to unlock the fast travel feature in specific locations, players will have to take down towers that jam Batman's ability to call the Batwing. To dismantle these towers, players will have to use Batman's abilities and gadgets, some which may not be available until later in the game, so certain towers can only be dismantled once you reach a certain point in the game, allowing the designers to control the flow of the game. Apart from doubling the size of the game world and making exploration more convenient, the Montreal team is also focused on making sure that the density of the open world remains intact by providing players with numerous side quests. Types of side quests mentioned so far include Crime in Progress, which involves assisting the police and building a reputation, and Most Wanted, which involves tracking down non-assassin villains. These side quests will serve to reward players with experience points to upgrade Batman and his arsenal. Batman will also be armed with some new gadgets in this game, such as the Remote Claw, which allows players to target 2 objects and pull them together. Now, of course, apart from kicking ass, Batman will be doing a lot of investigating. In Arkham Origins, detective gameplay will be given more emphasis than ever before. Players will be tackling cases of all sizes, large and small, investigating crime scenes, analyzing data, gathering evidence, and perhaps even returning to the same scenes later in the game, armed with more information. The detective system of this game will be like putting pieces of a puzzle together, with a full narrative of the case unlocking after it is solved. So, armed with a new origin story, a vast new yet familiar setting, and armed with new and enhanced gameplay features, Batman Arkham Origins is shaping up to be another great Batman game. Let's hope that the Montreal team does the Arkham series justice when the game releases on October 25th of this year. That is it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. To be further updated on Batman Arkham Origins, be sure to join the nation and subscribe to Young Yeah. I also cover other AAA franchises and review those games. Also, stay tuned for my game cinemas, such as the upcoming Skyrim movie Dragonborn coming on summer of 2013. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you very much, and Young out!